let's do some math. On to page 11 here, and let's get going. Number 1. So we have a stacked up addition problem with 3 large numbers here. So how I like to do this is I like to break it up a little bit. So one way we can do this is we can go 5 plus 6, which would be 11, plus 2, so that would give us 11, 12, 13. So we have 13, carry the 1 up here. So that 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 2 is 7, plus 1 is 8. And then all the way over here, 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 2 is 7. And there is your answer. Okay, 37 times 2. Okay, so we might not have learned how to multiply this together yet, but don't worry, here's a way we can do this. So 37 times 2, that's really just saying we have 37 twice. So we can rewrite this as 37 plus 37. Let's go ahead and add that. 7 plus 7 is 14. 4 there, carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 3 is 7. 74. And there you go. Okay, number 3. Diane buys 12 tickets to a play. Remember, we're going to underline important information. So we have 12 tickets, so we're going to underline that. Christopher buys 19. How many tickets do they buy in all? In all. So when we see that in all, that's important because that means we're going to add. So we have Diane's 12 tickets. Let's write that, 12. And we have Christopher's 19. And we're just going to set up an addition problem. And we're going to add 9 plus 2 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is, 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Not 2, there, which gives us 31 tickets. Okay, number 4. Subtraction problem. So let's start all the way over here on the right. 4 minus 6, can't do that. We need to borrow from our neighbor. So we gotta look over here. The next one here, at his neighbor. 5 minus 7, well, we can't do that either. So we gotta keep moving all the way over here to the 3. We can do that. 3 minus 0 is 3. So we're gonna borrow from him. So that's gonna become a 2. This is gonna become a 15. We're going to cross that off. That's now going to become a 14, and this is going to become a 14 over here as we're borrowing from him over here to get this 4 minus 6. So 14 minus 6, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. 14 minus 7 is 7. Excuse my chicken scratch there. And 2 minus 0 is 2. Let's have our comma there. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1,278. I'm going to rewrite this. If you ever do this and you're like, man, it's kind of hard to read my writing, it's okay to erase it and just to rewrite it so it's a little bit clearer, just like I did. 1,278. Okay, number 5. Addition problem. Now we're adding money. Okay, so remember when we do this, we're going to bring this decimal point down. So that's going to help us right there. So 5 plus 6 is 11. 11. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 4 is 7. Okay, so we're going to have whatever this is and 71 cents. Okay, so that's one way to denote that there. 3 plus 3 is 6. And 4 plus 1 is 5. So we're going to bring our dollar sign over here. So we have $56.71. That's how you read that. Okay, fill in the blanks. So if we look at the pattern here, we're going to see that each time it's increasing by 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. So if we continue that pattern, 9 plus 2 would be 11. And 11 plus 2 would be 13. And 13 plus 2 would be 15. There you go. A gardener planted 134 apple trees and 29 maple trees. Now, I'll tell you, when I first read this, it threw me off a little bit because we have to read the question carefully. I didn't see that there was a difference here between apple trees and maple trees. So these are two different kinds of trees. So that's really important to note here in this question. So gardener planted 134 apple trees and 29 maple trees. How many more apple trees did he plant? Should probably say here, how many more apple trees than maple trees did he plant? It's maybe a little bit poorly written there. So how many more apple trees than maple trees did he plant? So when we see how many more, we're going to be thinking subtraction. So let's write this up here. 134, then we're going to subtract 29, and let's subtract here. So we're going to need to borrow. We cannot subtract 4 from 9, so we're going to need to borrow from the neighbor. 3 becomes a 2. That becomes a 14. 14 minus 9, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 2 minus 2 is 0. 1 minus 0 is still 1. So he has 106 more apple trees, than maple trees. Let's quickly take a look at tomorrow before we wrap up here. Have a multiplication problem. We did one of these the other day. So remember, that's going to be 2 43s, because that's 43 times 2. Subtraction problem there. Some more borrowing to take a look at. We're going to have a addition problem here. You can break these up into chunks here. What's 7 plus 4, and then what's 8 plus 2, and then add those together. It's 7:55. What time will it be 5 minutes from now? That's going to be interesting because you need to know how many minutes are in an hour. So that's going to help you figure that one out. Half of 100. So that's thinking division. So what is 1/2 of 100? You have 100 apples. You give 50 of them away, or you give half of them away. How many are left? 5 rows of corn. 5 rows of corn, 8 stalks in each row. How many corn stalks in all? So that's going to be a word problem that might require some multiplication. So that's going to be fun to do there. Another word problem, a student did 5 hours of homework one week. He did 13 hours next week. How many more, that's important, how many more hours did he do of homework the second week? So take a look at that. Have an amazing rest of your day. We will see you tomorrow.